Hey guys, just wanted to explain the essay you're going to be doing for me this week. If you'll read along right here with me, I'll explain exactly what you're going to be doing. It says, many schools require students to participate in volunteer programs in their communities as a requirement for graduation. However, some people feel that requiring students to volunteer defeats the purpose of volunteering. Do you think students should be required to volunteer in their communities to receive their high school diplomas? Take a position on this issue. Support your response with reasons and specific examples. So if you look right here, the actual question you're going to be answering is, do you think students should be required to volunteer in their communities to receive their high school diplomas? There is either a yes or a no answer to that. Those are the only sides you can take. You have to be on one side of the fence or the other. If you straddle the fence, the bull's going to hit you and knock you off. You have to make sure that you pick a side. You cannot be in the middle and say, well, I think that students should have to volunteer, but only some students. You can't say that. It doesn't work that way. One or the other. Yes, students should volunteer, or yes, students should be required to volunteer, or no, students should not be required to volunteer. So there's a reason right here that you can use if you're going to say students should not be required. So some people feel that requiring students to volunteer defeats the purpose of volunteering. So really what that's saying is if you're required to volunteer, is it volunteering or is it just doing work that's required? Because volunteering, I mean, part of that word is voluntary. I mean, you're doing it because you feel like you should do that, not because it's required of you. So, do you think students should be required to volunteer in their communities to receive their high school diplomas? Pick a side and then use this format, same format we've been using, to say whether you do think that the students should be required or you do not think the students should be required. Make sure you have a hook, make sure you have a thesis, and make sure you pick one topic for each paragraph. Some of you guys have not been doing that. You've been putting multiple topics in one paragraph. So pick a topic, write a sentence about it, it explains the whole paragraph, and then give me supporting details about that topic. You're going to do that in 3 separate paragraphs. So that means that if you are saying yes, students should be required, you need to come up with 3 reasons students should be required and give me an essay or give me a paragraph about each of those reasons. So reason 1, reason 2, reason 3. If you think no, students should not be required, you've got to come up with 3 reasons they should not be required and give me reasons 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to give me your conclusion where you restate the thesis and then kind of go beyond. If you guys have any questions, please send me a reminder and email. A couple of you have been doing that. I've been trying to make sure I can get back to you as quickly as possible to help you. But you have to make sure that if you have a question, you ask. If you just say, well, I don't know, and don't do it, you're going to get a 0. You don't want that. So make sure that if you don't understand something, ask a question. All right, if you have any questions, send me a reminder and email. I'll talk to you guys later.